In this video, we are going to learn how to create and interpret line plots with fractions. A line plot is a type of graph that shows data using a number line. It looks something like this. Before we dive into fractions, let's practice creating a line plot from this data set. Step 1 would be to order the values in the right column from least to greatest. For step 2, we need to create a number line for our data. Since 0 is the smallest value in our data set, we will start with 0. Now we will increase by steps of 1 until we get to 3, the largest value in our data set. We increase by steps of 1 since our data values are all whole numbers. You will need to increase by smaller step sizes when you have fractions as data points. For step 3, we'll add 1x to our line plot for each value in the data set. The smallest value is 0. Let's count how many times it appears. It only appears once, so we'll add 1x above 0. The next smallest value is 2, and it appears twice in the list. This means we'll add 2 x's over 2. The last value in our list is 3, and it only appears once. We'll add 1x over 3. And that's it! This is the line plot for this data set. Now let's make a line plot that involves fractions. In his cooking class, Mr. Maynard gave each student a mug of warm milk and some hot chocolate mix. The students carefully added hot chocolate mix into their mugs until they felt they had created the perfect mug of hot chocolate. Below is a chart showing how many tablespoons of hot chocolate mix each student used. Use the data in the table to complete the line plot. First, order the data from least to greatest. Now, let's draw and label our number line. If we go from 1 to 2 by fourths, we will hit each value in the set. Now, let's add the x's. The smallest value is 1 1/4. Count how many times 1 1/4 appears in the list. It appears one time. This means we only need to put 1x above the 1 1/4 on the number line. The next value is 1 1/2. Count how many times 1 1/2 appears in the list. It appears 4 times. This means we need to put 4 x's above the 1 1/2 on the number line. The last value is 2. It appears one time. This means we only need to put 1x above the 2 on the number line. Now let's use the line plot to answer some questions. How many tablespoons of hot chocolate mix are in the mug with the most mix? The greatest value is 2, so the mug with the most hot chocolate mix has 2 tablespoons of mix. How many mugs have less than 2 tablespoons of mix in them? Any mugs with 1 1/2 or 1 1/4 tablespoons of mix have less than 2 tablespoons, so all of these mugs work. There are 5 mugs with less than 2 tablespoons of mix in them. How much mix did the students use in all? To find the total amount of mix, we will first find the total mix for each column of data and then add them all together. There is 1 mug with 1 1/4 tablespoons of mix, so this column has 1 1/4 tablespoons of mix in all. There are 4 mugs with 1 1/2 tablespoons of mix, so to find the total amount of mix in these mugs, we will multiply 1 1/2 by 4. 1 1/2 times 4 is 6, so the column has 6 tablespoons of mix in all. There is 1 mug with 2 tablespoons of mix, so this column has 2 tablespoons of mix in all. Now we will add to find the grand total. 1 1/4 plus 6 plus 2 equals 9 1/4. So the students used 9 1/4 tablespoons of mix in all. Let's try another example. Lester's family just bought a smoothie maker that says it can blend anything into a smoothie. To test it, he blended some bell peppers and poured the smoothie into a glass. He did this with other fruits and vegetables too. Lester recorded how much smoothie was in each glass and offered them to his family. Use the data in the table below to complete the line plot. First, order the data from least to greatest. Now, let's draw and label our number line. If we go from 0 to 1 by fourths, we'll hit each value in the set. The smallest value is 1/2. It appears one time. This means we only need to put 1x above the 1/2 on the number line. The next value is 3/4. Count how many times 3/4 appears in the list. it appears 6 times. This means we need to put 6 x's above the 3/4 on the number line. The last value is 1. It appears 1 time. This means we only need to put 1 x above the 1 on the number line. How many cups of smoothie were in the glass with the least smoothie? The least value is 1/2, so the glass with the least smoothie had 1/2 of a cup of smoothie. How many glasses had 1 cup of smoothie or less? Find the columns that show values less than or equal to 1. Count the x's in these columns. There are 8 x's. This means there are 8 glasses that had 1 cup of smoothie or less. What fraction of the glasses had more than 3/4 of a cup of smoothie? One glass has 1 cup of smoothie in it. This is the only glass with more than 3/4 of a cup of smoothie. There are 8 glasses in total, so 1/8 of the glasses had more than 3/4 of a cup of smoothie. If you combined all the glasses with 3/4 of a cup of smoothie, how much smoothie would you have in total? There are 6 glasses with 3/4 of a cup of smoothie, so to find the total amount of smoothie for this column, take 6 times 3/4. 6 times 3/4 equals 4.5. So, combining all the glasses with 3/4 of a cup of smoothie gives us 4.5 cups of smoothie in all. Great work! Now you are ready to make and use line plots on your own.